Well, folks, I am hoping that I am live on Facebook right now, and I am hoping that I am not sideways. My phone is challenging my technical skills tremendously this evening. So hopefully when somebody tunes in, they'll tell me. I did spend some time this afternoon in between my trip up here this afternoon and getting back, watching some news. I see that Saskatchewan has announced the end of their COVID mandates effective first day, February 14th. So happy Valentine's Day, Saskatchewan. Gloves on. It's a very mild night tonight. Feels like it's hovering somewhere around 0. I think it's a little bit after 8 p.m. As you can tell, it's fairly quiet. I'm just coming up to the start. The War Memorial rather, is just off to my right. Somebody is watching. Can you tell me if I am filming, if I'm sideways? Just make a comment on the video. Good. Somebody's watching. Can you just tell me in the comments if I'm sideways or... Oh, there we go. Thank you very much, Sally. So I'm down, in front of me is the corner of Sussex Drive and Wellington. Very quiet this evening. Don't know if there was a protest or just a couple of people walking towards or through the protesters. There's not a lot of them. But still hearing freedom being yelled every now and then, and yeah, fuck Trudeau. fire trucks. Looks like there's some firemen up here. Wonder what's going on. There's some laughing. People are going along. Do we know what's going on?
They're trying to put out the fire out because warmth is not as.
Oh, that's right, eh? There's that.
Warmth is dangerous and non-essential.
You know
Well,
that.
it's dangerous.
Sure, fair. But this fire has been going.
I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean,
funny, yeah.
it's not an ignorant point. By no means, you can say, it's dangerous. It's not something that's unrealistic. It's dangerous for kids with stupid people. Like the assumption is, and I mean, there's city permits for fire and
But
stuff
I'm pretty
like
sure
that.
you don't need 10 police officers to put it out.
And the fire truck. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just hang out here because this seems to be the most interesting thing to see. How long guys have you been here?
Everything is so crazy. I just
got here
laugh.
Monday.
Isn't it crazy
I
the
just
world we live in right
laugh.
now?
It's like, oh my god, what is happening? Oh.
Well, at least like the voices aren't elevated. There's not yelling. People aren't cursing. They seem to be talking to each other, which is a good
Aren't we
good
peaceful?
start.
Aren't we
I think
peaceful?
we kind of are. I think
I'm
we-
the most peaceful person ever. This is the most beautiful people I've ever met in my life.
Have you been coming down here regularly? Are you from Ottawa?
I just got here. No, I'm
From-
from Sudbury.
Oh, you're from Sudbury. I'm born and raised north of Sudbury.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Levac.
Oh okay. Yeah.
Why, how long you been here for?
Well, I live here in Ottawa, so I've been
You
coming
live
since it
here.
started. This is in my backyard. It's been terribly exciting. It has been. I've loved every minute of it.
Isn't it wonderful?
What's that? I live here in Ottawa,
I
yes.
think I met you once.
Okay.
Oh, I don't actually. What's your name, sir?
Chris.
Oh, no.
Chris
sorry,
cnerpin.
sorry.
Okay, well, that's...
Sorry. I just thought you looked familiar. That's all.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Elgin Street. Yeah, Rue is for-
Oh, Elgin Street. Rue Elgin.
Rue is for French. The street.
Well, it is interesting how the police have created a perimeter around them.
I've never had so much fun in my life.
Certainly not in the last 2 years, right? I remember when I went for my first COVID test, and I went in and the had the nurse, and she's like, we're gonna probe you now, and I'm like, girl, go ahead. It's been 2 years. Poke me. This is the most fun I've had in 2 years. And consent matters. You've got it. She had a great laugh.
Oh, she did.
Bar. Nowhere completely on the west side.
It's too much excitement.
So for those watching, what apparently I'm witnessing is a group of folks.
2 lanes of trucks.
There's a fire, as you can see. A little, or you can't see right now. Let me turn around. Oh, yeah, they closed it in. Anyways, there's a small barrel fire going. It's been going for a couple of days. I've certainly noticed it this weekend. So apparently, some police officers have converged, and so too have some fire department individuals. There doesn't seem to be a lot of arguing going on. There's some conversation. But it seems that they're trying to shut down the fire because it's unsafe. It hasn't been unsafe for at least the last 3 days that I've seen it. I don't know how long it's been there. But I guess, yeah, it's kind of a tough argument. But just another small move to make the protesters' lives uncomfortable. I think it's unfortunate that our police officers and first responders are being dragged into this political situation, which is what it is. And it is going to take a political solution. I think it's terrible that the government is using the police for a political agenda. So I'm not going to stand here and watch this. Let's walk along and then we'll come back and see if it's resolved later, or shortly, or before we cut out for the night. Just coming up to where the stage area is. I don't really hear anything coming from it, so I don't know if there's no performing or if maybe the organizers have decided to not do anything in the evening that's loud, or if that was closed down too. I guess we will see in a few minutes, or a few seconds, a few steps. Oh, the stage is still there. That's a new sign. Stage. Don't know what they're chanting. Oh, look at this over here. Got a line of gas cans, I guess. So things are starting to get interesting, no doubt. There's some more gas cans over by the stage. Ah, thank you. They were chanting Liberté. That's my awesome French accent. So there's a propane fire over here. Or no, so I guess that's a wood fire. Let's go another wood fire over here. So it's interesting that we have that gathering of firemen and police officers. It looks like trying to extinguish or get the group to close down a fire in a small barrel. And there's probably 20 first responders down there. And then there's these two fires here up on the square where the Terry Fox Monument is. And there doesn't seem to be any intervention as of yet. Things are pretty quiet. Still have people coming down with their Canadian flags, draping themselves with their flags. This is cool over here. This fella, and I've seen this a few times. A couple of vehicles that have it written, you know, sign for freedom. And so I guess that's one way to get a paint job. Be interesting to see these around the country after this is all over. And so yeah, just a ton of why not, right? Before there's no room, let's throw me John Henry on there. I think probably better over here. That's kind of my signature. Someday soon I will be in a scrapyard. Life goals, people. Life goals. So still seeing small groups of people. Here we are coming up on another fire. Looks again like a wood fire. Off to the left, if you can see it yet, we have some folks, police. So again, interesting, notable that these folks over here have the fire going. There's police. I would imagine there's radio talk of what's going on. I don't know. Or perhaps it was just somebody being stupid around that fire. In any case, as I said, what we witnessed was clearly not a fight. Volunteers still handing out food, keeping the crowd hungry, or fed. Another small barrel fire there.
I'm sure the parents know what to do.
So I seen this sign on a gentleman today, and apparently he has left it behind. Which I don't know, is that littering? Is that horrible thing? I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. What does this sign say here? Nice some artistry. You do see a lot of biblical verses on signs, on trucks. This is more of the donation stuff. Teddy bears, clothes, food. You'll also see at most of these tables is a donation bin or what have you, and they're all pretty full usually. Oh, interesting. Some appears to be.
I don't see them. Sorry.
I don't know if this is an anti-protest. But I do see a sign. Oh no, go home terrorists. So that's, I guess they're not, which they're totally entitled to do. I don't know if it's one person. Well, oh, I see there's...
Matthew, I am blind.
Oh. Freedom Convoy, sponsored by January 6th. Get the fuck out. Well, it's nice to see both sides can do conspiracy theories and be totally ignorant of it, right? I was actually going to maybe attempt to engage with that anti-protest protester, but when I read the other sign, I thought, you know, that's not really a starting point for civil discussion, reasonable discourse. See a question mark from John. I don't know, John. What's your question? Sorry, I'm not really always watching the screen, so maybe you've said something and I missed it. Gas cans and salt. How's it going? You're pretty good. Do you mind being on Facebook? Not at all? So, there you go. So, you're a part of the convoy, the original group? How long you been here? And where did you come in from? You came in from Toronto?
Yeah.
So you met them down in Toronto and came across the 400, or 401 rather. Yeah. Cool. It's been pretty awesome, eh? Like, I'm coming up here pretty regularly. I live here in Ottawa. Have you had any interactions? What's the buzz with the gas and, you know? Right. I think that I've heard the same thing too, that they've taken it, you know, done the media spiel and then just handed it back, made it look good for TV. I noticed coming up down at the corner of Sussex and Wellington, just before where the mall starts, they had surrounded the barrel fire. The police officers had, and the fire people who were there. They were talking. There didn't seem to be any escalating argument. The fire was still going. The crowd told me that's what they had come in for, was to shut the fire. Well, so they're just doing it because as I was walking up, I seen a couple of other fires, and then, you know, 8 cops standing off to the side. No.
I think it's just the fire department, really, and then they have cops with them, but it's the fire department.
And so they're just going from one to another to another. And, you know, the fires have been going for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe not from the onset, but I remember seeing them this weekend. Yeah. And, you know, when it was far more crowded.
I stick to this block.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was far more dangerous this weekend to have open fire and tons of people, and nobody got hurt or burnt. So it's an incredible thing that humans can actually regulate their behavior, eh? Good thing we have Justin Trudeau to make sure we know how to do it right.
I've never been to a bar, never been to a party, never been anywhere this one.
It's unbelievable, right?
Something else is doing it.
Well, here's the thing. Like, so, you know, I've come to Canada today. Like I said, I live in Ottawa. But one of the things that really I find remarkable is that even when it is packed here on the weekend, you can move through. People are consciously aware of the next person, as opposed to when you're at a concert and you just want to pound the person in front of you because they're, you know, like, let me through. So it's a start. I've never seen anything like it. Just that fundamental behavior is not something I've witnessed in my whole life. Well, and I feel terrible for them because, you know, their police chief, they're turning them into political tools, and that's not what cops are. You know, they're to protect and serve. So make sure violence doesn't erupt, make sure people are safe, you know, those types of things. And I can't imagine what it's like for them to get up in the morning and think, I gotta go to work today. So, well, hey man, hang in there. Thanks for your good work. Take care. So one of the original participants. Trucker having a sandwich in his in his truck. But yeah, like that guy said, and it's been said so many times by so many people down here, just the sense of unity and community between people, the consideration, the celebration. It's really phenomenal. Hey guys.
Hello. How are you guys doing? We're very well. How are you? Yeah, we don't want to leave anything. We're bringing empty cans for you.
Somebody saying a comment about things get violent. You know, I think sadly that's what the politicians are trying to do, is to get this side to do it. But the people that I've talked to are aware of that, and so they're not buying into it.
Stand more proudly than you ever stood back home, and they'll tell you that your country must come before yourself, or you'll have to serve.
No end of this. It's everywhere.
We hope that you'll be happy living in the USA. Because if you don't believe
we got a newscaster that's going to be going live soon. Looks like it. Doing some reporting. Another vehicle with Sign Me. Hey man, what's up? Grab a marker. I did one earlier on another car. I guess I can do one again. Is there any room? Let me see. I have a big name. No. So nice paint job. Kind of unique. Where are you from? What's that?
Whitby.
Whitby, okay. You're gonna be like the coolest guy in the neighborhood when you go home with the car, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, let me find a spot.
So we got big support on the bridge out there.
Whitby. He must know I'm famous. This'll make his car worth it. And it's just chicken scratch there, so put me a little John Henry in there. How long have you been here, my friend? You've been here since the first day. So you came in with the Toronto Hall.
Well,
Do you mind being on Facebook?
Yeah, sure. You want?
All right.
Yeah, no, yeah. I joined up on the Thursday convoy. I backtracked to him.
Yeah.
I met him off the Skybridge there.
Are you a trucker?
I've driven 28 footers.
Right, but so it's kind of what you do. Not that it matters if you are or not, right?
Yeah, no, but I'm a roofer mostly now.
Okay.
Gold in the off-season,
So you've been here since the beginning. I've been watching it since the beginning. I mean, it's fantastic on the weekends. Have you had any issues with anybody? Cops? Any? They are really, aren't they? I think they're. Yeah.
They haven't been told to do anything crazy or anything because they really don't want to.
Yeah, I think they're being put in a tough position. I really do.
The crime rates dropped like 90%.
Yeah, I heard that as well. So, I mean, you've been here, what, 12 days then? Obviously 12, I think for 14 days, something like that? Right. How long do you plan to stay? Do you miss your family? Are you running from the law? I'm just kidding you, man. Yeah. Oh, really? So what inspired you to stay?
The concrete barricades that are right there, and the ones that they put at the other side of the parking lot over there. I got locked in the parking lot.
Oh, well, that's kind of goes against what they were maybe hoping, eh? How funny is that? So you're still here. Why not? Keep going. Well, I think there's a lot of Canadians that are grateful for your determination. Things seem to be slowly changing. I know that Saskatchewan is dropping their mandates on Valentine's Day, and then I believe I don't know, and I don't want to be quote, but I seen something about Alberta. Jason Kenney saying something. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. So I mean, and this, forgive me if I'm too personal, but I mean, I've seen all that you've been here for 12, 13 days. The generosity of the people is amazing. There's all kinds of food. So have you been able to keep yourself fed and sustained and pretty easily? No issues there? Nice. Well, it's a fun thing to be a part of. I've heard that, turning down food. Yeah. It might sound harsh, but being an Ottawa resident, the homeless population that lives down here has never been better fed. Yeah. Well, it really does. Absolutely, right? Well, this is the heart of the Canada that I know. That's what I seem to be witnessing here. So, thanks, man. Great chatting with you. Keep it up. Take care.
Definitely a lot.
So it goes down a little ways there, some more trucks. It seems to be spread out. Let's walk back towards and see if there was a resolution with that fire pit. That gentleman said that I was just speaking to, that they are just moving across, doing it one after another. The fire department's coming in to do it with the police supporting them. I guess you can't argue that, you know, an open fire isn't dangerous. And yeah, you probably do need a permit to have an open fire. You probably shouldn't have one. You know, laws are laws, rules are rules for a reason. But that being said, the fires have been going for as long as I can remember, if not right away, shortly thereafter.
No government would be, it wouldn't be permissible for any, you know,
Downtown Ottawa really is a beautiful city at night. That's some looks like another warming center, maybe. Yeah. Hello. So I am guessing that that is a small anti-protest protest. I'm making that assumption because they're all wearing masks. Let's go see if these young man shoveling the snow. Like I said, lots of biblical verses.
Over and over and over. And yes, I totally understand the first 3 days when it was like all the time. I actually understand myself.
For kids to play. Be funny to see kids playing outside, just 2 blocks from somebody holding a sign saying "Go home, terrorists." Hey, how are you?
I'm good, you?
Veteran?
Yes, sir.
Want to chat?
No, I'm good.
Okay, man. Thanks for your service. Certainly not the only one out here live streaming. I'm walking past people doing the same. So that seems to be a thing. Sign my truck. Oh, this was the one I signed earlier. It does seem every time I walk by here, there's a few more signs. I don't think I've seen this one. Oh no, I think I remember reading that one. You know, notable, nobody's taken that down.
That's okay.
I am so sorry. I was looking up and not down. I knocked over somebody's drink cup. I'd put it down to do a selfie, and I kicked it over. I'm a deplorable. Yeah, I'm sure there's more signs this evening than what there were this afternoon. Jesus loves me. I'll head back to this side and see what's happening with the fires. Still set up. It seems to be quiet for the night. And there's just shovels randomly hanging all over the place. I had heard that the organizers went out and bought 100 shovels and have them put out all around down here. And volunteers, as I seen earlier today, are just coming down and taking the time. One gentleman said he comes down every day on his lunch hour and does the shoveling. So, the fire is a go. Hey folks,
This is my family.
were any of you guys here when the police and fire was
I'm
here?
the one that started it.
You started the fire?
No, I started the...
Conversation?
We don't know who started the fire.
So, what was the resolution?
The fire's still
The
going.
fire's still going.
Right?
Because I and the people with me were not letting it go out because I said, you're not putting this fire out. There was a little kid here warming up. It's a humanitarian
reason.
It's a humanitarian thing. We need the fire to stay warm.
Okay.
So, hell no, you ain't putting this fire out.
So I walked by when it was first happening, and I just, so it was interesting. I didn't see.
I got a little upset myself,
Well, good for
but
you
I
for
was
staying
able,
calm.
I was able to hold back because some of these people were just grabbing me and saying, "Hey, come on."
Settle down, brother. Settle down.
Yeah, my emotions almost took over. They almost got me. They almost got me to that
Good for
point.
you. Good
But
for you.
You gotta stop. Stop it. I'm so disgusted. I'm disgusted in the police, mainly.
What a horrible position the police chief has put them into.
Oh,
this is a
definitely-
political political solution, not a police one.
Oh, it's definitely not.
Yeah. So it's
Nobody's doing any harm here. I haven't seen any violence.
yeah.
I haven't seen any violence.
No, I
The
mean,
chief was calling us like terrorists. This is an occupation. All this language, like you might refer to.
Okay,
Like,
that is
military.
totally wrong.
It is
Because
wrong.
we're not. white supremacists or anything
Nor
like that.
terrorists,
Nor
nor
terrorists.
lots
All
of
right,
violence
you
or
gotta be
unlawful
kidding me.
activity.
There's
You're gonna take the
something that's
GoFundMe?
funny is down at the corner of Wellington and Bank. There is a lady standing there with a sign. She's obviously
Yeah,
an
I asked her,
anti-protester,
"Who's a terrorist?"
and
then
she said,
showed
"Yeah,
me the
terrorists
definition,
go home."
And then I said, "Where's the violence?"
And then you walk 2 blocks and there's kids playing on the street.
Oh my God, there's just kids walking
Yeah,
up and down.
yeah.
Things like this are going to bring us to the
Canal from here.
You want to get to the canal from here. The canal is right there, but you'll have to walk just a block or so down that way to actually get onto the canal with skates.
They told me the War Memorial. Is that the War Memorial?
This is the War Memorial. I don't know how specifically to get down onto the ice from here, but the canal is right there. You are right there, so any one of these bridges, you should be able to get access down into the canal.
Thank you so much.
No problem, man.
Way to go, what you guys are doing. Praise Jesus, he's got it.
Well, I'm so glad that it came to a reasonable, sensible solution and it didn't escalate. So good for you guys. You're showing them what it's all about. Well done.
We have to, or
Don't
we
play
lose
their
our
game.
freedom.
Don't play their game, right?
Well, I'm
That's
sorry,
what they're hoping
but,
for.
You know, they push you so far, and your emotions come through. So my voice came out. I did not.
Well, you're still here.
I did not.
You're not in cuffs. You're keeping
Yeah,
warm, so you
because
did well.
I did not do anything wrong,
Good for you.
but raised my voice.
Interesting. They didn't confiscate your alcohol, or you didn't have it at the time?
I did not have it at the time.
Well, you know what? You're welcome to celebrate.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a good night, guys. Thanks so much. Good for the win, man. Oh yeah, it's live right now, my friends. That was all live. All right, guys. So, how did that end? Remember, I started the stream, walked by, the police had surrounded the group where that fire was. Apparently, the resolution was the residents or the citizens simply refused to put it out and argued for humanitarian reasons. And the police are gone, and the fire department is gone. And that's a win. Kind of glad I got to get that documented. I'm so happy with the way it turned out, to be honest. Way to go, civil citizens. Way to go. Carrying a gas can. Hey folks, how's it going? Are you just carrying that to be a troll to the police? Yeah. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. It's a noisemaker too.
Steve.
It's Justin Trudeau's designer purse.
Because it's Steve.
I'm live on Facebook. Can I put you guys on? Yeah. All right. So there we go.
Hey, because I'm a criminal, they're gonna find me.
So you're in good spirits. You're obviously having a good time.
Having a great time.
How long have you been down here?
We got here, well, we've been down here multiple times, but we got down here today about 1 o'clock. Yep.
So you live nearby?
We live 3+ hours away.
Oh, 3 hours, and you're coming in regularly.
We're
3 hours.
coming in regularly to bring supplies and to help where we can.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Isn't this an awesome thing to be a
We
part
love
of?
it. We love it.
That's
We
great.
love being here. We love the support of everybody. We love the acceptance of the places that we're staying are very welcoming, and they're very happy to see us here.
Yeah.
So we're thrilled to be here if we're welcomed here, and we feel that they're ready for us to be here.
Yeah, that's great. One thing that I've commented a couple of times, and what I genuinely feel is like this is the heart of Canada. This is who we are, you know, peaceful, agreeable people, and you know, push, and we've just been pushed too far, and it's time to do something about it.
We're too nice, and now we're not.
It's time to stand.
We're nice. Now we're not.
Now we're
It's
not
time to
nice.
stand our
And
ground.
you know what? But we still are nice.
We still
Because there's
we
no
can do
violence.
this in a
There's
very
no.
peaceful way. This is a peaceful assembly. This is about being peaceful to get our point across. This isn't about pitting people against people. We understand that people are put into tough positions, but there's going to come a time where they're going to have to choose a side.
And I think we're getting some movement. We're starting to see, you know, the narratives are starting to change, and announcements are starting to be made, and slowly and surely. I don't know how Justin Trudeau is going to walk back the things he said. He can't, right? So they're going to have to, who knows?
He has dug his grave.
May have died on the wrong hill.
Yes, he's right. He got that right.
All right. Well, thanks so much for coming out. Thanks for chatting with us.
No problem.
Have yourself a good night, folks.
Thank you.
Take care. So there you have it. An evening stroll through the occupation, the siege, the Freedom Convoy. It's kind of, the jokes are old at this point, you know, group of deplorables, racist, misogynists. It's clearly getting old. It's still going. I think that situation with the fire is, well, it's notable. And that is actually good news. And I guess that's my scoop for the night. I'm having fun doing this, folks. I'll try to keep it up. Data. Yeah. Oh, my phone company likes me this week. All right, folks. Well, have a good evening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your comments. I guess I'll get home and read them. And I hope you got something out of that. Take care. Stay safe.